There comes a moment in every woman's life when she must decide, will she shrink to fit the expectations of the world, or will she rise unapologetically into her power? The difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one is not luck, it is not privilege, it is not handed out freely. It is built. And the woman who is willing to build herself into an unstoppable force will never have to ask for permission to stand tall. Powerful women are not born, they are created through discipline, resilience, and an unshakable belief in themselves. They step into rooms with confidence, demand their worth, and inspire others without saying a word. But what does it take to become that woman? What separates those who merely dream of strength from those who embody it? It all comes down to 5 rules, 5 unbreakable, non-negotiable rules that every powerful woman lives by. Master these, and there will be no limits to what you can achieve. A weak mind cannot build a strong life. The most powerful tool you will ever have is your mind. The way you think, the way you speak to yourself, and in the way you perceive challenges all determine the life you create. Every powerful woman knows that mindset is everything. She does not entertain self-doubt. She does not let fear stop her from moving forward. She trains her mind the way an athlete trains her body daily. Consistently, relentlessly. She understands that confidence is not something you are born with, it is something you develop. She feeds her mind with powerful thoughts. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, she says, I am learning, growing, and evolving every day. Instead of saying, what if I fail? She says, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? The difference between a woman who controls her destiny and a woman who remains stuck is the way she thinks. The powerful woman refuses to be a victim. She does not waste time blaming others, making excuses, or waiting for someone to save her. She takes full ownership of her life, her choices, and her future. She understands that the moment she stops seeing herself as powerless, she becomes unstoppable. She does not let her past define her. She does not let society, culture, or others dictate who she should be. She decides. She rewrites her own story. The world will always try to tell women who they are supposed to be. It will tell them to be quiet, to be small, to be agreeable. But the woman who owns her mindset does not live by the rules of the world. She creates her own. She understands that she cannot control everything that happens to her, but she can control how she responds. She does not allow rejection to break her. She does not allow criticism to shake her confidence. She does not allow temporary setbacks to make her question her worth. She sees every challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to success, and most women are taught to fear failure, rejection, and imperfection. But the powerful woman knows that fear is an illusion. She does not run from fear, she faces it. She understands that every great woman who has ever changed the world has felt fear, but she acted anyway. She knows that fear loses its power the moment she decides to move forward despite it. Every time she refuses to let fear control her, she steps deeper into her power. The way a woman speaks to herself is one of the most important factors in her success. A weak woman fills her mind with doubt. She constantly tells herself she is not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. She lets insecurity control her, but a powerful woman knows that self-talk is everything. She speaks to herself with love, strength, and confidence. She does not wait for others to affirm her, she affirms herself. She looks in the mirror and reminds herself, I am capable. I am strong. I am worthy of success. She does not entertain thoughts that weaken her. She protects her mind like a queen protects her kingdom. The company she keeps also plays a role in shaping her mindset. A powerful woman does not surround herself with negativity, drama, or people who drain her energy. She is intentional about the people she allows into her space. She understands that if she surrounds herself with women who are weak, insecure, and afraid to go after their dreams, she will absorb that same energy. Instead, she seeks out people who uplift, inspire, and challenge her. She learns from those who have walked the path before her. She surrounds herself with women who push her to be her best self. Success, confidence, and strength all start in the mind. The woman who controls her thoughts controls her life. When she decides to think like a queen, she starts to walk like one, talk like one, and live like one. The moment she takes full control of her thoughts, the moment she stops waiting for approval, The moment she refuses to be a victim of her circumstances, that is the moment she steps into her true power. A powerful woman does not beg for respect, she commands it. And the way she does that is by setting clear, firm boundaries. A woman without boundaries is a woman who will be walked over, used, and drained. But a woman who knows her worth protects her time, her energy, and her peace with unwavering strength. She understands that saying no is not a sign of weakness or selfishness. It is a declaration of self-respect. She does not allow guilt or pressure to make her compromise on what she knows is right for her. She values herself enough to prioritize her own well-being over the need to please others. She knows that if she does not set boundaries, she will constantly be at the mercy of people who do not have her best interests at heart. Many women are taught from a young age to be accommodating, to say yes even when they want to say no, and to put everyone else's needs before their own. But the woman who steps into her power unlearns this conditioning. She realizes that being a people pleaser is a direct path to exhaustion and resentment. She knows that constantly giving without limits does not make her kind. It makes her an easy target for those who take without giving back. She understands that she can be kind and strong at the same time. She can be compassionate and firm. She can be loving and unapologetic about what she will and will not tolerate. Setting boundaries does not mean she shuts people out or isolates herself. It means she is clear about what she will accept in her life. She does not allow toxic relationships to linger. She does not entertain friendships that drain her spirit. She does not allow others to manipulate her into doing things that go against her values. When someone crosses a line, she does not hesitate to let them know. She does not let fear of confrontation stop her from standing up for herself. She knows that silence in the face of disrespect is permission for it to continue. She is not afraid to walk away from people, jobs, or situations that do not align with her highest self. A powerful woman does not over-explain her boundaries. She does not justify why she is choosing herself. She does not feel the need to convince others to understand her decisions. She simply states what she will and will not accept and stands by it. She does not tolerate people who guilt-trip her for having standards. She knows that anyone who truly respects her will also respect her boundaries. The ones who try to argue, manipulate, or push past her limits are the ones who benefited from her lack of boundaries before, and she has no space for them in her life anymore. When a woman sets boundaries, she may lose people. Some will call her difficult. Some will say she has changed. Some will resent her for no longer being available on their terms. But she does not let this shake her. She understands that the right people will adjust and respect her choices, while the wrong ones will fall away. She does not chase after those who leave, because she knows that true power comes from protecting her own space, not begging for others to stay. She also sets boundaries with herself. She does not allow procrastination, self-doubt, or bad habits to take control of her life. She is disciplined with her time. She does not waste hours on things that do not contribute to her growth. She does not say yes to every request, invitation, or opportunity if it does not align with her goals. She values her own priorities too much to let distractions pull her off course. She holds herself accountable. She keeps her promises to herself just as she expects others to keep theirs. Setting boundaries is not about being rude or cold. It is about knowing your worth. It is about choosing yourself even when others do not approve. It is about protecting your energy so that you can show up as the strongest, most powerful version of yourself. The woman who respects herself enough to set boundaries is the woman who commands the most respect. There is one thing that holds most women back from stepping into their power: fear of failure. But the most powerful women in the world know that failure is not the enemy. Comfort is. Playing it safe, avoiding risks, and staying within the limits of what feels familiar might seem like the easier path, but it is also the path that leads to stagnation, regret, and an unfulfilled life. A powerful woman understands that if she wants to rise above the ordinary, she must be willing to do what others are too afraid to do. She must be willing to take risks even when she is unsure of the outcome. She must be willing to walk away from situations that no longer serve her, even when the future is uncertain. She must be willing to trust herself, even when doubt creeps in. A woman who never takes risks will always be trapped in the life she has, rather than the life she is capable of having. Fear will try to convince her that stepping outside of her comfort zone is dangerous. It will whisper to her that she is not ready, that she might fail, that she should wait until she feels more confident. But the truth is, confidence is not something that comes before action. It is something that is built through action. A powerful woman does not wait until she is completely ready. She does not wait for the perfect moment. She does not wait for all the fear to disappear. She moves forward despite the fear, knowing that the only way to grow is to step into the unknown. She understands that failure is not a sign of weakness. It is proof that she is trying, learning, and evolving. Every mistake she makes, every rejection she faces, every challenge she overcomes makes her stronger and wiser. She does not let setbacks define her. She does not let the opinions of others dictate what she can and cannot do. She does not let fear control her choices. She refuses to settle for a life that feels safe but unfulfilling. Instead, she chooses to chase her dreams boldly, even when the path ahead is unclear. Taking risks does not mean being reckless. It means being courageous. It means trusting in her ability to figure things out as she goes. It means saying yes to opportunities that scare her. It means betting on herself when no one else does. It means walking away from relationships, jobs, or environments that are holding her back, even when it feels difficult. It means speaking up when she has something to say, even when her voice shakes. It means believing in herself, even when others doubt her. Some risks will lead to success, and some will lead to failure. But even failure is a step forward because it teaches her valuable lessons that she would never learn by staying in her comfort zone. Every powerful woman has faced rejection, has made mistakes, has had moments of doubt. But what separates her from the rest is that she does not let those moments stop her. She sees failure as feedback. She adapts, she learns, she grows, she keeps going. The woman who refuses to take risks will always be controlled by fear. She will always wonder what could have been if only she had been brave enough to try. She will always live with the regret of the opportunities she let pass her by. But the woman who takes risks, who trusts herself, who steps boldly into the unknown, is the woman who will create the life she truly desires. She is the woman who will inspire others, break barriers, and leave a lasting impact. She is the woman who will rise. A powerful woman does not wait for someone to give her permission to succeed. She does not wait for opportunities to come knocking at her door. She creates them. She understands that self-reliance is one of the greatest strengths a woman can have. She knows that the more she depends on others to validate her, support her, or rescue her, the more she gives away her power. She refuses to be at the mercy of anyone. She builds a life where she is in control of her own destiny. She takes full responsibility for her growth, her success, and her happiness. A woman who relies too much on others will always feel powerless when they disappoint her. She will feel stuck when others fail to show up for her. She will feel lost when the people she depends on are no longer there. But the woman who is self-reliant knows that no one is coming to save her, and she does not need them to. She understands that while support from others is valuable, she must be the one who leads her own journey. She builds skills, she educates herself, she becomes financially independent, and she strengthens her mind so that no matter what happens, she knows she will be okay. She does not wait for approval before taking action. She does not seek constant validation from the world. She does not let the opinions of others dictate her choices. She trusts her own judgment. She listens to her own intuition. She believes in herself enough to know that she is capable of handling whatever challenges come her way. She does not shrink herself to fit into someone else's idea of what she should be. She stands tall in her decisions, even when others do not understand them. A powerful woman is not afraid to be alone. She does not need someone to complete her because she is already whole. She does not fear solitude because she knows that true strength is built in moments of independence. She does not chase relationships, friendships, or partnerships out of desperation. She chooses them from a place of confidence, knowing that she brings just as much value to the table as anyone else. She surrounds herself with people who add to her life, not people she feels she cannot live without. She also takes control of her finances. She does not rely on anyone else to provide for her needs. She educates herself on money management, investments, and financial independence. She understands that financial freedom is a form of power, and she works towards it relentlessly. She does not stay in situations, whether it be jobs, relationships, or environments that do not serve her simply because she is financially dependent. She creates options for herself. She makes sure that no matter what happens, she will never be trapped by circumstances beyond her control. She takes initiative in her career and personal growth. She does not wait for someone to notice her potential. She does not wait for the perfect moment to chase her dreams. She takes action even when she is scared. She invests in her skills. She learns, adapts, and evolves. She does not make excuses for why she cannot do something. She finds a way to make it happen. She does not blame external circumstances for her failures. She takes full responsibility and focuses on what she can control. The world often tells women to be dependent. It tells them to find security in others instead of within themselves. But a powerful woman rejects this mindset. She knows that true security comes from knowing that she can take care of herself no matter what. She does not wait to be chosen. She chooses herself. She does not wait for opportunities. She creates them. She does not wait for someone else to lead the way. She leads herself. A powerful woman understands that her greatest strength is not just in what she achieves, but in how she carries herself. She knows that true power is not about controlling others. It is about mastering herself. She does not allow her emotions to dictate her actions. She does not react impulsively to negativity. She does not let anger, insecurity, or doubt take control of her decisions. Instead, she cultivates emotional intelligence, self-discipline, and unshakable confidence. She carries herself with grace, poise, and unwavering self-respect. She walks into every room as if she belongs there because she knows that she does. Confidence is not just about how she looks or speaks, it is about the energy she brings into a space. A powerful woman does not seek external validation. She does not need constant reassurance from others to believe in herself. She knows her worth regardless of who recognizes it. She does not shrink herself to make others comfortable. She does not downplay her success to avoid intimidating those around her. She takes up space unapologetically. She owns her presence with quiet strength, knowing that confidence is not about being loud, it is about being sure of who she is. She does not compare herself to others because she understands that her journey is her own. She does not waste time feeling threatened by another woman's success. Instead, she celebrates it. She knows that competition is a mindset rooted in insecurity, while confidence is rooted in abundance. She believes that there is enough success, happiness, and opportunity for every woman to rise. She does not gossip, tear others down, or engage in petty rivalries because she has no need to prove herself. She focuses on her own growth, her own path, and her own vision. Her confidence is unshaken by rejection or failure. She does not take it personally when someone does not see her value. She understands that not everyone will recognize her worth, and that is okay. She does not let rejection make her question herself. Instead, she uses it as fuel to push forward. She sees setbacks as lessons, not as reasons to stop. She does not seek permission to be great, she simply is. She protects her energy fiercely. She does not engage in unnecessary drama, negativity, or toxicity. She does not waste her time arguing with those who do not deserve her attention. She does not allow the opinions of small-minded people to affect how she sees herself. She chooses to rise above the noise, to focus on her goals, and to surround herself with people who uplift and inspire her. She understands that confidence is built through action, discipline, and self-trust. The more she shows up for herself, the stronger she becomes. She walks with purpose, speaks with conviction, and acts with certainty. She knows that her energy speaks before she even says a word. She does not beg for respect, she earns it by the way she carries herself. She does not chase opportunities, she attracts them by being the kind of woman who commands attention through her presence alone. She knows that her power is not just in what she does, but in who she is. Power is not given. It is not found. It is not something you wait for. It is something you claim. Every woman has the ability to step into her greatness. Every woman has the ability to be bold, confident, and unstoppable. But not every woman will make the choice. Some will continue to doubt themselves. Some will stay small to make others comfortable. Some will let fear win. But not you. You now know the 5 rules. You now know what it takes. So the question is, are you ready to become the powerful woman you were always meant to be?